What if I told you that within the next few moments, something unseen yet undeniable could begin shifting around your financial life? Not gradually, not subtly, but with a force that overrides delays, breaks resistance, and activates doors that have remained sealed for years. Doors that no effort, no connection, no strategy has been able to open until now? What if the words you are about to receive are not ordinary speech, but carriers of spiritual authority designed to unlock provision, to redirect financial currents, to reposition you into a flow where favor begins to locate you without struggle, without delay, and without explanation? Right now, in this exact moment, there is movement already taking place in the unseen realm concerning your finances, and I refuse to treat this as coincidence. I refuse to reduce this to routine, because what is happening is intentional, it is precise, and it is targeted specifically at breaking the cycle that has tried to keep you limited, restricted, and delayed. But understand this clearly: provision is not random, it is not accidental, and it is not disconnected from positioning. It is the result of alignment, the result of your spirit coming into agreement with what heaven has already established concerning your life. And until that alignment is activated, what exists for you in the spiritual realm remains inaccessible in the natural. That is why today, through the power embedded in Psalm 112, we are not merely reading scripture, we are enforcing it. We are not observing promises, we are activating them. And we are not speaking casually, we are declaring with intention, with authority, and with persistence until what has been spoken begins to manifest. But you must remain here until the end, because the shift you are expecting may not happen at the beginning. It may not even happen in the middle, but it will happen at the point where resistance can no longer hold under the weight of repeated declaration. Let me make this real for you. Imagine waking up and seeing evidence of provision that did not come through your effort, did not come through your planning, but came through divine intervention. Imagine being called into spaces you were previously ignored in, being considered for positions you were not qualified for on paper, being favored by people who have no logical reason to favor you. Imagine opportunities locating you, not because you chased them, but because something shifted that caused them to recognize you. Imagine peace entering a space that has only known pressure, anxiety, and uncertainty. Imagine stability replacing instability and abundance filling areas that have been defined by lack. This is not imagination without substance. This is the reality described for those who walk in alignment with God. And today we are enforcing that reality over your life. We are going to declare this psalm repeatedly, intentionally, and strategically, because repetition in this moment is not weakness. It is pressure, it is force, it is insistence, and it is refusal to allow resistance to remain standing. 7 times we will declare, not because it sounds good, but because 7 represents completion. It represents the point where what has been building reaches its breaking point. And when that point is reached, what was resisting collapses. Now hear this carefully, because as you remain engaged, certain things will begin to happen, not later, not eventually, but during this process. Every limitation that has been holding your finances will begin to weaken. Every pattern of lack that has repeated itself across your life will begin to lose structure, and every cycle that has tried to define your financial reality will begin to break. Your perception will begin to shift, and what you could not see before will become visible. Opportunities that were hidden will begin to surface, and resources that seemed inaccessible will become available. Connections will begin to form, not by your effort, but by alignment. And the right people will begin to notice you, to respond to you, and to open doors that were previously closed. Your faith will begin to rise, not as an idea, but as a force, enabling you to receive what has already been prepared for you, but could not previously be accessed. Confusion will begin to clear, and direction will become precise, not vague, not uncertain, but clear and actionable. Protection will be established, and every attempt to drain, to block, or to sabotage your finances will be dismantled completely. And beyond all of this, you will not only experience provision, you will step into a level of abundance where you become a source, where what flows into you does not stop with you, but flows through you to others. Now I know there are those watching who are under intense financial pressure, situations where nothing seems to move, where effort produces no result, where the weight of responsibility feels overwhelming, and where the future looks uncertain. I am not speaking to you from a place of theory. I am speaking into that situation directly, and I am declaring that this moment is not random, it is appointed, it is orchestrated, and it is aligned with your breakthrough. And there are others who are not in crisis, but you know you are not where you are meant to be. You are tired of surviving, tired of limitation, tired of barely maintaining, and you are ready to step into something greater, something stable, something overflowing. That shift begins now. Psalm 112 does not simply describe provision, it describes a life that sustains provision. A life where wealth is not temporary, where stability is not fragile, and where generosity flows from abundance, not from struggle. It reveals that true financial peace is not rooted in accumulation, but in alignment. And that is exactly what is being established here. So make a decision now. Do not disengage. Do not allow distraction. Do not allow doubt to interrupt this process. The fact that you are here is not accidental, and what is about to happen requires your attention. You are not alone in this moment. There is alignment happening across many lives at once, and when agreement forms, the atmosphere changes. What is difficult individually becomes possible collectively, and you are connected to that. Right now in the unseen realm, there is movement. Resistance is weakening. Delays are collapsing. What was held back is beginning to release. This is not symbolic language. This is active reality. And as we continue, that movement will intensify. We are doing this 7 times because completion must be enforced, because resistance must be overwhelmed, and because breakthrough must be finalized. As I begin to declare, I will not speak passively. I will speak with authority. I will speak directly into your situation, and I will not stop until what needs to break has broken. But you must engage. You must agree. You must receive. Right now, make a declaration. Type provision flow. Not as routine, but as agreement. Not as repetition, but as alignment. Because when your voice aligns with what is being declared, you step into participation, not observation. Understand this clearly. Distraction will try to pull you away. Doubt will try to weaken your focus. But if you remain, if you stay, if you allow this to penetrate, you will not remain the same. Something is shifting. Something is breaking. Something is opening. And you are stepping into a level of provision you have not experienced before. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, I stand in authority over every financial condition connected to every person under this sound, and I refuse to allow delay, limitation, or resistance to continue operating unchecked. I declare that this moment marks intervention, not symbolic intervention, but actual interruption of patterns that have held them back. I take authority over every structure that has restricted their finances, every invisible barrier that has blocked their increase, and every force that has attempted to sustain lack. And I command those structures to collapse completely. What has been delayed must now be released. What has been blocked must now break through, and what has been held back must now move without restriction. I enforce the reality of Psalm 112 over their life, not as a suggestion, not as a possibility, but as a present manifestation. They are aligned, they are positioned, and because of that alignment, provision is no longer delayed. Wealth is entering their space, not gradually but forcefully. Resources are locating them, not occasionally but consistently. What was once unavailable is now accessible, and what was once restricted is now released. I command every financial barrier to fall, every restriction to shatter, and every closed door to open under the weight of divine authority. No system, no structure, no opposition will be able to sustain itself against what is being enforced right now. Every assignment designed to keep them in lack is canceled. Every pattern of struggle is broken. Every limitation is removed. Their hands will no longer produce limited results. Everything they touch begins to expand, begins to multiply, begins to increase beyond natural explanation. Cycles of poverty end here. Patterns of lack stop now. This generation becomes the interruption point. This generation becomes the turning point. This generation walks in fullness. I take authority over every financial weight that has been pressing against your life, every invisible pressure that has been suffocating your progress, every unseen resistance that has been slowing your advancement, and I command those forces to release you now, completely and permanently, without delay and without negotiation. I refuse to allow any system, whether spiritual or natural, to continue limiting what has already been assigned to you, and I enforce immediate release of everything that has been withheld. I speak directly into your financial environment, and I command a rearrangement, a restructuring, and a realignment of everything connected to your income, your resources, your opportunities, and your provision. What has been disorganized must now align. What has been stagnant must now move. What has been inconsistent must now stabilize. I will not permit instability to remain where stability has been declared. I command every hidden door of provision that has been sealed to open now with force, not gradually, not partially, but fully and completely. Every opportunity that has been delayed is now accelerated. Every connection that has been withheld is now restored. Every resource that has been blocked is now released into your hands, and nothing will be able to reverse this movement. I break every generational pattern that has enforced lack, every inherited limitation that has repeated itself across bloodlines, every financial struggle that has been passed down as a norm, and I cut it at its root. It will not continue through you. It will not repeat beyond you. You become the interruption point where cycles terminate and new patterns begin. I sever every connection to ancestral financial struggle, every agreement made consciously or unconsciously with limitation, every belief system that normalized lack, and I replace it with alignment to abundance, alignment to overflow, and alignment to sustained provision. What was once familiar is now rejected, and what has been declared becomes your new reality. I speak into every form of debt operating in your life, whether visible or hidden, whether small or overwhelming, and I command supernatural intervention. Every financial burden that has been draining your peace is now confronted and overturned. I release solutions where there were none, resolution where there was pressure, an increase that exceeds every obligation. You will not remain under what was meant to crush you. I command favor to locate you in places where resistance existed. I command approval where there was rejection, and I command acceptance where there was delay. Systems that once ignored you will now respond to you. Doors that once resisted you will now open to you. What once worked against you will now begin to work for you. For those whose income has been unstable, inconsistent, or insufficient, I enforce stabilization now. Every fluctuation is corrected. Every inconsistency is aligned. Every gap is filled. Your income will no longer operate under uncertainty, but under structure, under increase, and under divine consistency. For those who have been searching for opportunity without result, I command immediate manifestation. Opportunities will not remain hidden. They will present themselves clearly, repeatedly, and unmistakably. What you have been searching for will begin to locate you, and what you could not access will now become available. For those operating in business, I speak expansion that overrides stagnation. I command visibility where there was obscurity, growth where there was limitation, and multiplication where there was struggle. Clients will locate you. Opportunities will pursue you. Results will exceed effort, and your business will not remain in survival mode. It will enter dominance and sustained increase. Every strategy that has been ineffective is being replaced with precision. Every decision that carried uncertainty is being corrected with clarity. You will no longer move blindly. You will move with direction, with understanding, and with accuracy in every financial step you take. I speak to every financial seed you have sown, every act of giving, every sacrifice, every moment where you gave when it was inconvenient, when it was uncomfortable, and when it required faith, and I command those seeds to produce now. Nothing you released will remain unproductive. Nothing you gave will remain unreturned. Everything multiplies, everything increases, everything returns with force. I break the hold of financial anxiety over your mind, every thought pattern that has been feeding fear, every mental loop that has been reinforcing worry, every internal voice that has been projecting lack into your future, and I silence it completely. Fear has no authority here. Anxiety has no voice here. Your mind is cleared, stabilized, and aligned with peace. I replace every fear with certainty, every doubt with conviction, and every uncertainty with clarity. You will no longer react to financial situations with panic. You will respond with confidence, knowing that provision is not uncertain, but established. I speak to every missed opportunity, every closed door, every rejected application, every failed attempt, and I declare restoration. What was lost is being replaced with something greater. What did not work is being redirected into something better. Every setback becomes fuel for acceleration. I command restoration for every financial loss you have experienced, whether through poor decisions, betrayal, misjudgment, or external circumstances. Nothing remains unrecovered. Nothing remains unresolved. Everything that was taken, lost, or diminished is being restored with increase. I release divine intelligence into your mind, financial understanding that goes beyond natural reasoning, insight that allows you to see what others overlook, and discernment that protects you from every form of deception. You will not be misled. You will not be manipulated. You will not make decisions that lead to loss. I declare that light is breaking through every area where confusion existed. What was unclear becomes clear. What was hidden becomes visible. What was uncertain becomes defined. You will not remain in darkness concerning your financial direction. I take authority over every unseen force that has been resisting your progress, every spiritual interference that has been blocking your increase, and I command it to be removed now. No hidden resistance will remain active. No unseen force will continue operating. Every structure opposing your provision collapses. Every assignment against your increase is canceled. Every force resisting your progress is dismantled completely. For those who have remained consistent, faithful, and disciplined, even when results did not match effort, I declare acceleration. What should have taken years will compress into moments. What should have been gradual will become immediate. What should have been delayed will now manifest rapidly. I enforce a shift from effort-based results to favor-based acceleration. What your work alone could not produce will now be produced through alignment and divine intervention. I speak into every area where you have been giving to others, supporting others, carrying responsibilities for others, and I declare that your capacity is increasing without depletion. You will not be drained. You will not be exhausted. As you give, you are replenished. As you release, you receive. Your supply will not run dry. Your resources will not diminish. Your provision will not collapse under pressure. Instead, it will expand under demand. I command every financial cycle of instability to end now. No more rising and falling. No more gaining and losing. No more progress followed by regression. From this moment, movement is forward, consistent, and sustained. You move from increase to increase, from expansion to expansion, from stability to greater stability. Nothing pulls you backward. Nothing resets your progress. Nothing interrupts your advancement. Even in moments where circumstances appear unclear, I declare that provision remains active. Even when you cannot see it, movement is happening. Even when you do not feel it, alignment is working. You are not dependent on external systems. You are not controlled by economic conditions. You are not limited by what surrounds you. You are connected to a source that cannot be depleted, cannot be interrupted, and cannot be exhausted. Your provision does not originate from systems, it flows through them. And because of that, when systems fail, your supply remains. I command every door that has been locked against you to open with force. Doors of opportunity, doors of increase, doors of access, doors of influence. Nothing remains sealed, nothing remains restricted. Every spoken word against your financial life is now reversed. Every negative declaration is canceled. Every limiting statement is broken. What was spoken to restrict you now loses power completely. No weapon formed against your finances will succeed. No voice raised against your progress will stand. Every opposing word collapses under the authority being enforced right now. I break every internal limitation that has shaped your thinking, every belief that has told you you cannot rise, you cannot have more, you cannot expand. Those beliefs are dismantled completely. You are not restricted to lack. You are not confined to limitation. You are not assigned to struggle. You are aligned with increase, with expansion, and with sustained provision. Everything that has been delayed begins to move now. Everything that has been held back begins to release now. Everything that has been blocked begins to break now. Now I enforce this again with greater intensity because I refuse to allow resistance to recover. I refuse to allow delay to regroup, and I refuse to allow anything that has already been weakened to rebuild itself. What has started breaking must finish breaking. What has started shifting must complete its movement, and what has started opening must fully release without interruption. I declare again, not as repetition without purpose, but as reinforcement with force, that you are aligned with provision, you are positioned for increase, and you are no longer operating under the conditions that once limited you. This is not anticipation, this is activation, and I am enforcing that activation until there is no resistance left standing. Blessed is the one who reverences the Lord and aligns with his ways, because that alignment produces results that cannot be denied, results that cannot be reversed, and results that cannot be contained. I declare that this is your position, not as a possibility, but as a present reality that is now manifesting with force. Your generation will not remain weak, it will not remain struggling, and it will not remain under pressure. Strength is being established. Stability is being enforced. Influence is being released. What was once limited begins to expand beyond previous boundaries, beyond previous expectations, and beyond previous results. I speak directly to your financial systems, your accounts, your income streams, your business structures, your opportunities, and I command increase at every level. Not partial increase, not occasional increase, but sustained, consistent, undeniable increase that continues without interruption. I override every natural limitation that has tried to define your outcome. I override every number, every report, every condition that has suggested that increase is not possible. I do not acknowledge a limitation as final. I do not accept restriction as permanent. I enforce increase regardless of what is visible. Money will locate you from expected channels and from unexpected channels, from familiar sources and from unfamiliar sources, from structures, systems, and from unplanned opportunities. You will not have to chase it. You will not have to force it. It will locate you because alignment has been established. I speak to every seed you have released in faith, every act of giving that required trust, every moment where you gave despite uncertainty, and I command those seeds to break open now. They will not remain dormant. They will not remain inactive. They will produce with speed, with force, and with multiplication. Every seed returns, not in fragments, not in small portions, but in multiplied form, pressed down, consolidated, and released in overflow. What you released in faith returns with evidence. What you gave in obedience returns with increase. I confront every financial fear that has been embedded in your thinking, every internal expectation of loss, every anticipation of struggle, every belief that has normalized lack, and I dismantle it completely. Fear will not predict your future. Fear will not define your outcome. Fear will not shape your reality. I replace that fear with certainty, not passive certainty, but active, grounded, unshakable certainty that provision is established and cannot be reversed. You will not wake up expecting loss. You will wake up expecting movement, expecting increase, expecting manifestation. I speak into every opportunity that passed you, every door that closed prematurely, every situation that did not work in your favor, and I enforce restoration at a higher level. What you lost is not returning at the same level, it is returning greater, stronger, and more aligned than before. Every missed opportunity is being replaced with a better opportunity. Every failed attempt is being replaced with a successful outcome. Every delay is being replaced with acceleration. I command restoration for every financial error, every decision that resulted in loss, every situation where trust was misplaced, and every moment where resources were diminished. You are not defined by those outcomes. You are not trapped in those results. You are being repositioned beyond them. From this moment forward, your decisions carry precision. Your actions produce results. Your movements generate increase. There will be no confusion attached to your financial steps. I declare that clarity is entering your mind with force, removing hesitation, removing uncertainty, and removing indecision. You will know when to act, you will know where to move, you will know what to pursue. And when you move, results will follow. Light is breaking into every area that was previously unclear. Direction is replacing confusion. Understanding is replacing doubt. You are no longer navigating blindly. You are moving with accuracy. I take authority over every unseen interference that has attempted to slow your progress, every hidden resistance that has opposed your increase, and I remove it completely. No hidden force will remain active. No unseen barrier will continue standing. Everything opposing your provision is now dismantled. Everything resisting your increase is now removed. Everything delaying your progress is now overridden. For those who have been consistent without visible reward, I enforce acceleration now. Your consistency has built pressure, and that pressure is now releasing results. What you have been building is now manifesting. What required extended time is now compressing. What should have taken years is now happening rapidly. What was delayed is now moving with speed that overrides time itself. I shift you from effort-based results into favor-driven outcomes. What your effort could not produce, alignment now produces. What your labor could not secure, favor now releases. I speak into every area where you have been giving, supporting, and carrying responsibility, and I declare that your capacity expands without depletion. You will not be drained. You will not be exhausted. You will not run dry. As you release, you are replenished. As you give, you increase. As you support, you expand. Your supply is not decreasing. It is multiplying under pressure. I break every cycle of instability that has defined your finances, every pattern of progress followed by regression, every moment of advancement followed by setback, and I end it completely. There will be no more reversal. There will be no more collapse. There will be no more reset. From this point forward, movement is forward only, upward only, increasing only. You move from stability to greater stability, from increase to greater increase, from expansion to greater expansion, and nothing interrupts that movement. Even when situations appear unclear, provision remains active. Even when results are not yet visible, movement is taking place. You are not dependent on visible confirmation to know that alignment is working. You are not governed by economic conditions. You are not limited by external systems. You are connected to a source that cannot be interrupted, cannot be reduced, and cannot be exhausted. Your supply is constant. Your provision is sustained. Your increase is continuous. I command every door that has been closed against you to open now, not gradually, not partially, but fully and forcefully. Doors of access, doors of opportunity, doors of influence, doors of increase. All of them open without restriction. Every word spoken against your financial progress is now reversed. Every negative declaration loses power. Every limiting statement is canceled completely. No opposing voice remains effective. No negative word remains active. Everything spoken against you collapses under authority. I break every internal agreement with limitation, every belief that has restricted your thinking, every mindset that has kept you small, and I replace it with expansion, with increase, and with alignment to abundance. You will not think small. You will not expect little. You will not remain confined. You are expanding. You are increasing. You are stepping into sustained provision. Everything delayed is now moving. Everything blocked is now breaking. Everything withheld is now releasing. Now I shift this into enforcement at a higher level because it is not enough for resistance to weaken. It must be removed completely. It must be stripped of every right, every claim, and every trace of authority it has attempted to hold over your financial life. I step into legal authority in the spirit, and I revoke every permission that has allowed lack, delay, or limitation to operate around you. Whether that permission came through ignorance, through agreement, through environment, or through inherited patterns. I declare that every unseen contract, every hidden agreement, every spiritual authorization that has permitted financial struggle to continue is now canceled, voided, and rendered powerless by the authority of Jesus Christ. No system of darkness retains access. No structure of limitation retains influence. No force retains the right to remain. I confront every force that has claimed legal ground over your finances, every accusation, every justification, every argument that has been used to sustain delay, and I silence it completely. The foundation that supported limitation is dismantled. The argument that justified lack is overthrown. The authority that permitted restriction is removed permanently. I enforce that you are no longer operating under old conditions, old permissions, or old cycles. What was once allowed is no longer permitted. What was once tolerated is now rejected. What was once active is now terminated. Blessed is the one who aligns with God, who honors his ways, who positions themselves in agreement with his order. Because that alignment establishes access that cannot be denied, access that cannot be revoked, and access that cannot be blocked. I declare that this alignment is active in you now, not as a theory, not as a hope, but as a functioning reality that is producing results. Your financial life is no longer exposed to instability without defense. Your provision is no longer vulnerable to interference without response. Your resources are now secured under authority that cannot be challenged by opposing forces. I speak into your household, and I establish that wealth is not approaching, it is entering, it is settling, and it is remaining. Resources are not visiting temporarily, they are establishing permanently. Increase is not occasional, it is consistent, sustained, and expanding. I declare that your financial environment is being recalibrated at every level. Systems that once resisted you now respond to you. Channels that once blocked you now carry provision to you. Structures that once ignored you now recognize you. I command every delayed resource to be released immediately, not in fragments, not in partial measure, but in full measure, without reduction and without diversion. What belongs to you will not be rerouted. What has been assigned to you will not be withheld. I take authority over every form of debt that has positioned itself as a controlling force in your life. Every obligation that has attempted to dominate your peace, and I strip it of its power. Debt will not define you. Obligation will not control you. Pressure will not remain over you. I release supernatural solutions into every financial obligation you carry. Solutions that go beyond calculation, beyond strategy, beyond expectation. I command increase that overtakes debt, resolution that dissolves pressure, and provision that exceeds every requirement. You will not remain under what was meant to break you. You will not remain bound to what was meant to control you. You will rise above it completely and permanently. I enforce that you transition from borrower to controller, from reactive to established, from pressured to position. You will no longer respond to lack. You will operate from abundance. For those who have been searching for employment, I do not speak in general terms. I target the outcome directly. I command that positions are prepared, that decision makers are influenced, that visibility is granted, and that opportunities present themselves with clarity and certainty. The right position will not remain hidden from you. The right environment will not remain inaccessible. The right opportunity will not bypass you. It will locate you. It will reach you. It will establish you. And when it does, it will not be temporary. It will be aligned with purpose, aligned with capacity, and aligned with increase. For those operating in business, I enforce expansion that overrides limitation, visibility that overrides obscurity, and results that override effort. Your business will not operate under survival conditions. It will operate under growth, under multiplication, and under sustained increase. I command clients to be drawn to you, not randomly, but consistently. I command transactions to increase, not occasionally, but steadily. I command opportunities to multiply, not unpredictably, but continuously. Your business will not struggle. Your business will not stagnate. Your business will not decline. It will expand with force. It will establish with strength. It will grow beyond expectation. I take authority over every strategy that has failed, every decision that has not produced results, and I replace it with precision. From this moment forward, your decisions align with increase. Your actions align with success. Your movements align with expansion. You will not move blindly. You will not act without result. You will not invest without return. Everything you touch produces. Everything you initiate grows. Everything you engage expands. I speak to every financial seed you have sown, and I enforce immediate response. Every act of giving is now activated. Every sacrifice is now producing. Every moment of obedience is now returning with multiplication. Nothing you released remains unproductive. Nothing you gave remains inactive. Everything responds. Everything multiplies. Everything returns. I break the psychological hold of lack over your mind. Every internal narrative that has repeated limitation. Every expectation that has normalized struggle. Every belief that has reduced your capacity, and I dismantle it completely. You will not think in limitation. You will not expect restriction. You will not anticipate lack. Your mind is recalibrated to expansion, to increase, and to sustain provision. I replace every limiting thought with expansive certainty, every restricted expectation with multiplied vision, and every diminished belief with strengthened conviction. You are not designed for lack. You are not structured for limitation. You are aligned for increase. I take authority over every loss you have experienced, every resource that has been taken, every investment that has failed, every moment where finances diminished, and I enforce restoration beyond replacement. What was lost returns increased. What was taken returns multiplied. What was diminished returns expanded. There will be no permanent loss attached to your life. There will be no unresolved depletion attached to your future. Everything restores. Everything recovers. Everything expands beyond its previous state. I release precision into your discernment, clarity into your judgment, and accuracy into your decisions. You will not be misled by appearances. You will not be deceived by opportunity that carries loss. You will not be drawn into situations that drain you. You will see clearly. You will choose correctly. You will act precisely. And your results will reflect that accuracy. I declare that light is penetrating every area where confusion existed, exposing what was hidden, clarifying what was unclear, and defining what was uncertain. You are no longer navigating through uncertainty. You are moving with direction, with clarity, and with confidence. I confront every hidden force that has attempted to interfere with your financial progress, every unseen resistance that has attempted to delay your increase, and I remove it completely. No hidden resistance remains. No unseen interference continues. No opposing structure stands. Everything opposing your provision is dismantled. Everything resisting your increase is removed. Everything delaying your progress is overridden. I enforce acceleration over your life now, not gradual movement, but compressed results, not delayed outcomes, but immediate manifestation. What should have taken extended time now collapses into shorter periods. What should have required years now produces in months. What should have required months now produces in weeks. Time is no longer working against you. Time is now working for you. I shift you fully out of effort-dependent results and into alignment-driven outcomes, where what you could not produce through effort alone is now produced through positioning and authority. You are no longer striving for increase. You are aligned with it. You are no longer chasing provision. You are positioned for it. Everything begins to move toward you. Everything begins to respond to you. Everything begins to align with you. Now I step into enforcement over what legally belongs to you, because there are things that are not waiting to be created. They are waiting to be released. They are already assigned, already allocated, already established in your name. Yet they have been delayed, withheld, or obstructed by systems, by resistance, or by unseen interference. And I refuse to allow anything that belongs to you to remain outside your possession. I declare that every resource, every opportunity, every financial channel that has been assigned to your life but has not yet reached you is now being released without obstruction, without diversion, and without delay. What carries your name will locate you. What has been marked for you will reach you. What has been held back will now move with urgency and precision until it enters your hands. I confront every form of delay attached to your inheritance, whether it is legal, procedural, relational, or spiritual, and I command immediate resolution. Every complication is untangled. Every obstruction is removed. Every delay is terminated. What is yours will not remain suspended. What is yours will not remain inaccessible. What is yours will be delivered. I take authority over every system that has attempted to hold your provision hostage, whether through bureaucracy, through confusion, through misalignment, or through resistance. And I force alignment now. Systems that delayed you will now serve you. Processes that slowed you will now accelerate for you. Structures that blocked you will now open for you. Nothing that belongs to you will remain withheld. Nothing assigned to you will remain unreleased. Nothing connected to your provision will remain delayed. I declare that your financial life is no longer operating under uncertainty, but under possession, under control, and under established flow. You are not waiting endlessly. You are receiving actively. You are not hoping passively. You are stepping into ownership. I enforce the transfer of what has been held in other hands. Every resource that has been retained where it does not belong is now being moved into its correct position. Every financial flow that has been misdirected is now being redirected. Every allocation that was delayed is now being executed. What is yours comes to you. What belongs to you reaches you. What has your name on it finds you. I take authority over every financial promise that has not yet manifested. Every expectation that has been delayed, every outcome that has been postponed, and I command it to move into manifestation now. No promise remains suspended. No expectation remains unfulfilled. Everything transitions from potential into reality. I declare that your future is not uncertain, it is structured, it is defined, and it is aligned with abundance that is already prepared. What you are stepping into is not being built, it is being revealed. I speak into your timeline and I remove delay completely. Every extension that was unnecessary is canceled. Every waiting period that was enforced by resistance is terminated. Your timeline is corrected. Your process is accelerated. Your outcome is advanced. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not delayed. You are aligned with the exact moment your breakthrough manifests. I enforce acceleration at a level that overrides previous stagnation. What was slow becomes rapid. What was delayed becomes immediate. What was resisted becomes unstoppable. You will see results that compress time. You will experience movement that overrides expectation. You will witness outcomes that do not match the delay you endured. Because delay does not define your result. Alignment defines your result. I speak to every idea, every vision, every strategy, every concept that has been placed inside you, but has not yet been executed due to lack of resources. And I command provision to meet it now. What has been inside you will not remain unrealized. What has been shown to you will not remain unfulfilled. Resources are connecting to vision. Funding is connecting to strategy. Support is connecting to execution. What you carry will manifest. What you envision will materialize. What you are called to build will be established. I declare that your financial future is not limited to maintenance. It is structured for expansion, for multiplication, and for generational impact. You are not building for survival. You are establishing for legacy. What flows into your life will not end with you. It will extend beyond you, beyond your present, beyond your immediate needs, and into generations that will carry what you establish. I break every limitation that has attempted to confine your future to survival, every mindset that has reduced your vision to maintenance, and I replace it with expansion, with multiplication, and with sustained increase that continues beyond your lifetime. You are not thinking small anymore. You are not building small anymore. You are not expecting small anymore. You are operating at a level where what you establish multiplies beyond your direct control. I enforce that wealth is not just entering your life, it is structuring itself within your life, establishing systems, creating stability, and building continuity that does not collapse under pressure. Your resources will not disappear. Your increase will not fade. Your provision will not collapse. Everything that enters your life will establish, stabilize, and sustain. I declare that you will not mishandle what is coming, you will not mismanage what is released, and you will not lose what is given. Wisdom will guide you. Discipline will stabilize you. Clarity will direct you. Every financial decision you make aligns with preservation, with multiplication, and with expansion. I speak to every external influence that has attempted to drain your resources, manipulate your giving, or distort your financial decisions, and I cut that influence off completely. No one will misuse your generosity. No one will exploit your provision. No system will drain your supply. You will give with precision. You will release with wisdom. You will act with discernment, and your giving will multiply you, not diminish you. I declare that you are stepping into control over your finances, not control rooted in fear, but control rooted in understanding, in clarity, and in alignment. You are no longer reacting to financial pressure. You are directing financial movement. I enforce that your income aligns with expansion, your resources align with increase, and your financial structure aligns with multiplication. Nothing in your financial life remains misaligned. Everything is recalibrated. Everything is corrected. Everything is aligned. I speak into every outstanding obligation owed to you, every unpaid amount, every delayed transaction, every withheld payment, and I command immediate release. What is owed to you will not remain unpaid. What is due to you will not remain delayed. Payments will be made. Balances will be cleared. Obligations will be fulfilled. Nothing that belongs to you will remain in another hand. I take authority over every form of financial sabotage that has operated through people, through systems, or through environments, and I dismantle it completely. No one will interfere with your provision. No system will disrupt your flow. No environment will restrict your increase. Everything opposing your financial advancement is now removed at its root. I declare that your financial environment is secured, protected, and stabilized. What enters will remain. What grows will continue. What multiplies will expand. Nothing is lost. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is reversed. I enforce that your provision is protected from loss, from theft, from mismanagement, and from destruction. Everything that comes to you is preserved, multiplied, and expanded. I declare that you are stepping into a season where financial peace is not temporary, it is constant. Not conditional, but sustained. Not fragile, but established. Peace replaces pressure. Confidence replaces anxiety. Stability replaces uncertainty. You will not operate under stress. You will not function under fear. You will not live under pressure. You will exist in stability, in clarity, and in sustained provision. I seal this phase with full enforcement. Everything spoken is active. Everything declared is established. Everything commanded is in motion. What has been released will not be reversed. What has been activated will not be deactivated. What has been enforced will not be undone. Now I seal everything that has been spoken, everything that has been enforced, and everything that has been activated, and I refuse to allow a single word to fall to the ground without manifestation. This is not a hopeful ending. This is a binding conclusion where what has been released in the Spirit is now secured, established, and set in motion without reversal. I declare that what has shifted cannot return to its previous state. What has broken cannot be rebuilt. What has opened cannot be closed. Every change that has taken place is permanent, and every movement that has started will continue until full manifestation is visible in your life. I lock this in with authority that overrides interference, overrides delay, and overrides opposition. No external force will interrupt this. No unseen resistance will reverse this. No internal doubt will cancel this. What has been activated is now established beyond disruption. I declare that you are now marked for provision, not symbolically, but functionally. Your financial life has been tagged, identified, and aligned with supernatural supply. And from this moment forward, you will experience evidence of that alignment. Angelic assistance is not theoretical in this moment. It is active. Movement is taking place on your behalf. Arrangements are being made, connections are being aligned, and outcomes are being positioned in ways you cannot see yet, but will soon recognize. You are not navigating this alone. You are not fighting this alone. You are not building this alone. There is support surrounding you that cannot fail, cannot withdraw, and cannot be overpowered. I speak into every area of your life that has been affected by financial pressure, and I command restoration at every level. Where stress has affected your relationships, restoration enters. Where pressure has affected your health, strength returns. Where anxiety has affected your emotions, peace establishes itself. Nothing that was touched by lack remains damaged. Everything is restored. Everything is strengthened. Everything is stabilized. I break every agreement you have ever made with limitation, whether spoken or unspoken, whether conscious or unconscious. Every time you accepted less than what was available, every time you believed that struggle was permanent, every time you declared that things would not change, those agreements are now canceled completely. You are no longer in agreement with lack. You are no longer in alignment with limitation. You are no longer positioned under restriction. You are aligned with increase. You are aligned with expansion. You are aligned with sustained provision. I speak directly to your mindset, and I command transformation at its root. You will no longer think in survival patterns. You will no longer expect minimal outcomes. You will no longer prepare for limitation. You will think in expansion. You will expect increase. You will prepare for overflow. Every mental boundary that restricted your expectation is removed. Every internal ceiling that limited your vision is lifted. You are stepping into a level of thinking that matches what is being released. I declare that delay is over, not gradually ending, but completely terminated. Every force that attempted to extend your waiting period is now removed. Every strategy that attempted to postpone your breakthrough is now destroyed. Your time is not approaching. Your time is now. Your moment is not coming. Your moment has arrived. What should have happened earlier is now happening with such intensity that it overrides the delay that preceded it. I enforce acceleration that compresses time, results that exceed effort, and outcomes that do not match the waiting you endured. What others take years to build, you will establish in shorter time. What others struggle to access, you will step into with alignment. What others chase, you will attract. This is not imbalance. This is correction. This is alignment restoring what delay attempted to distort. I speak into every vision, every idea, every structure that has been waiting for resources, and I declare that provision is now meeting it. You will not remain in preparation without execution. You will not remain in vision without manifestation. When provision meets you, you will move. When opportunity presents itself, you will act. When doors open, you will step through without hesitation. You will not miss your moment. You will not delay your response. You will not hesitate at your opportunity. I command that every person or system that owes you anything, whether known or unknown, whether acknowledged or ignored, now releases it completely. Payments are made, transfers are completed, obligations are fulfilled. Nothing that belongs to you remains withheld. Nothing that is yours remains delayed. Everything that carries your name reaches you. I break every external influence that has drained your finances, every manipulation, every misuse, every pattern of loss through others, and I cut it off completely. No one will misuse your resources. No system will drain your supply. No influence will distort your decisions. You operate with clarity. You operate with authority. You operate with precision. I declare that wisdom is now active in every financial decision you make. You will not choose wrongly. You will not invest incorrectly. You will not align with loss. Every step you take produces results. You will know when to move. You will know when to wait. You will know what to pursue. And your outcomes will reflect that accuracy. I enforce promotion over your life, not based on human systems, but based on alignment and authority. Recognition is coming, increase is coming, advancement is coming. You will not remain unseen. You will not remain undervalued. You will not remain underpaid. Your value will be recognized and your compensation will reflect it. I speak to those who have been searching for opportunity, and I declare that what you have been waiting for is now locating you. Communication will come, responses will come, opportunities will present themselves in ways that are clear, direct, and undeniable. And when they come, they will exceed what you expected. Better structure, better compensation, better environment, better future. I break every generational pattern of limitation that has existed before you, every cycle that repeated itself across your family line, and I end it completely at your level. What was before you does not continue through you. You become the shift. You become the interruption. You become the beginning of a new pattern defined by increased stability and abundance. From this point forward, your lineage is marked by provision, not lack, by expansion, not restriction, by breakthrough, not struggle. I confront every form of spiritual interference that has attempted to operate against your finances, every hidden work, every unseen assignment, and I nullify it completely. No hidden operation remains effective. No unseen assignment remains active. Everything opposing your financial life is dismantled and rendered powerless. I declare that your giving will increase because your receiving will increase. And as resources flow into you, they will also flow through you. You will not become restricted in generosity. You will not become limited in impact. You will be a channel. You will be a source. You will be a carrier of provision that affects others beyond yourself. I speak directly to any urgent financial need in your life, any amount that is required, any deadline that is approaching, and I command that it is met precisely, accurately, and on time. Not late, not incomplete, not insufficient. Exactly what is needed arrives. Exactly when it is needed, it appears. Exactly as it is required, it manifests. I declare protection over everything that is coming into your life. It will not be lost. It will not be stolen. It will not be misused. It will not be wasted. You will manage it well. You will multiply it correctly. You will expand it effectively. Everything functions as it should. Now I seal every word spoken in this entire process. Every declaration is active. Every command is established. Every outcome is in motion. Nothing reverses. Nothing cancels. Nothing interrupts. It is done. It is established. It is secured. And now I release peace over you. Not ordinary peace, but stabilizing peace, controlling peace, sustaining peace that remains even when circumstances have not yet fully caught up with what has been activated. You will rest without anxiety. You will sleep without pressure. You will wake with expectation. Because you know something has shifted. If you are still here, understand this clearly. This was not random. This was alignment. What has taken place in this time is not theoretical, it is structural. Things have moved. Things have broken. Things have opened. And what has shifted in the unseen is now moving toward manifestation in your reality. Do not measure this by what you feel. Do not judge this by what you see immediately. Stand on what has been established. Because what has been declared is backed by authority that cannot fail. Now respond. Begin to give thanks before you see it. Acknowledge what has been released before it appears. Align your actions with what you expect. Prepare for what is coming. Position yourself for what is arriving. Remain consistent. Guard your words. Do not speak limitation. Do not declare lack. Do not align with doubt. Speak increase. Declare provision. Confirm abundance. Stay connected to this environment of alignment because isolation weakens expectation, but agreement strengthens manifestation. Declare it again, provision, not casually, not passively, but as confirmation of what is now active in your life. And when this manifests, because it will manifest, return with evidence, return with testimony, return with proof that what was spoken became reality. Because your outcome will not only confirm your shift, it will become evidence for others. This is your moment. This is your shift. This is your alignment. Your provision flow has begun, and it will not stop. In Jesus' name, amen. Before you leave, I want you to do something intentional. Type this in the comments right now. Provision flow is active, not casually, but as agreement with what has just been released over your life. This is not just a comment. This is alignment. This is you stepping into what has already begun. Also, stay connected to this atmosphere. Subscribe and remain in alignment with these prayers, because what has started in your life must be sustained. And don't keep this to yourself. Send this to someone who is under financial pressure right now. You may be the bridge between where they are and the breakthrough they've been praying for.